I've made $810,000 in profit. And that's just commission. That's not brand deals. That is not affiliate marketing. That is no retainer deals. Like, that is so cringe. These people are so stupid. If you had any idea how much they're making, you would be doubling down and you would be putting out those cringy videos.
How much are you making per day, per week, per month as a TikTok affiliate?
Probably...
Welcome back to the #1 social commerce podcast on the internet, Shophouse. Today we are joined by none other than Sherri Pie. Sherri, you're an absolute legend in the space of TikTok Shop. Our interview that we did with you went absolutely berserk for making $90,000 in sales on a live stream.
I mean, honestly, it has changed my life. If you would have told me a year and a half ago I'd be here, I would think you're crazy.
Yeah? Were you working before or you were stay-at-home mom?
Stay-at-home mom. So the day I started TikTok Shop, I was 2 weeks postpartum. I had a brand new baby. I wasn't making any money. You know, here and there I'd flip some stuff on Facebook Marketplace, but nothing crazy.
Right.
And I started TikTok Shop. My very first TikTok Shop video, 11 million views.
What?
And so
your first ever video?
Very first. I hadn't posted on that account in 3 years. And I was like, you know what? My sister was making $20,000 a month. And I'm like, that's insane. I'm like, if I made $1,000, that was my goal. I said, if I can make $1,000 a month, that pays for the groceries and that pays for my car payment.
Yes.
If I can do that, I would be thrilled and staying home with my kids because that's the end goal for me. I never want to be able to, I always want to be able to stay home with my kids. And so, yeah, that first month it went nuts and
11 million views.
11 million views. So in the 21st of March, 2024 was my very first TikTok Shop video, and I made I think $4,500 in about a week
on one video.
On one video. I had like 2 sales on other videos total, but it just took off. And
what product were you selling? How did you decide that you wanted to sell that product, and how did your video go?
So when I first started TikTok Shop, obviously I was not getting approved for samples, and I had kids. You know, that was my thing. I'm like, I have a lot of kids products. So I went and I spent about $200 on TikTok Shop products that I was like...
You bought them?
Bought them with my own money because no one was going to send them to me. And so I requested a few. They were all denied. Even though I had a lot of followers, I had 600,000 followers. I wasn't getting approved for anything.
How did you get to 600,000 followers?
I had been posting for a while, mostly pet content. People love pets. They love dogs. And I just kind of documented that journey.
You just did it for fun?
Yeah, just for fun. I think I made total in the creator fund before that $4,000. And I had a video that had 50 million views. It paid me $2,800 total.
That's crazy. 50 million views.
50 million views, and it paid me $2,800.
And were you getting brand deals before that or anything like that?
No, nothing. Yeah, nothing.
That's crazy.
So yeah, the majority of my following came from pet content. And
so you make one video, it gets that many views. What are you thinking? What is your family saying?
For the TikTok Shop one?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, freaking out. Like I'm sending texts to my husband every 10 minutes. I got another sale. I got another sale. I got another sale. And you know, then you get the text like, if you can make 2 or 3, I think at that time I had made $3,000 in like that first few days. And he goes, if you can make $3,000 a month, that is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
And what is he doing at the time?
So he's a construction manager, and you know, he's making about $115,000 a year. Great job, but you know, in this economy, even $100,000 a year, you're still living paycheck to paycheck with kids. Like, I mean, you might save a little bit here and there, but you can't go on great vacations. You can't have like a super fancy car. You know, that's the median household income.
And what are you doing at the time?
Stay-at-home mom. Like, I literally wasn't making a dime.
That is crazy.
And so that money started coming in. And
so he's instantly kind of supportive. Like, he's not denying it. He's not questioning it.
I will say I do have more of like an entrepreneurial spirit. I used to flip cars. Before I had kids, I would take...
By yourself?
Yeah, I would take $10,000 and a gun in my pocket. And I'd go to these ghetto parts of Phoenix, and I can't speak a lick of English or a lick of Spanish, and I pull up my translating app and I will translate on my phone, and I'm negotiating.
That is insane.
And I will not go home until I come back with a car. I'm flipping 3 cars a week at that point.
You're absolutely wild. So you're from Phoenix originally?
Yeah, so Phoenix area, Mesa, Arizona is where I grew up.
That is crazy.
So yeah, so I did that for a while. I went and I flipped rugs. I would go to these auctions, buy 400, 500 rugs. Spend $10,000.
You're a risk taker.
Yeah,
sounds like.
100%.
You're
but it's
all
always
in.
paid out. I did Amazon FBA.
Really?
I did my own private label. I branded my own products and sold it that way. And so I've kind of just dabbled in all this stuff. Nothing comes close to what TikTok Shop has paid. Not even close. The risk reward is like non-existent. There is no risk.
Right.
I spent $200, and I mean, we might get into this later, but I have made $810,000 in profit, and that's just commission. That's not brand deals. That is not affiliate marketing. That is no retainer deals. Like.
And how long have you been doing it to make that kind of money?
End of March of 2024. So about, what is that? 15 months now.
15 months, $800,000.
Yeah. Crazy. I've done $4.8 million in total sales.
That is insane. What kind of products do you do mainly now?
So it's just kind of random stuff. Like, a lot of people have a niche. Mine's all over the place.
How do you find a product that you're wanting to promote?
So at first I was doing viral products that were already trending, and I would just try and run with that. You know, I'd be like, okay, it's working for someone else, and I'd kind of take their hook but change it a little bit, make it my own, and then talk about it. And that worked for a while, but now I am focusing on products that I genuinely love. Like,
so at first you're looking at your For You page and you're like, what's viral? Yeah. What are people doing?
100%. And now, yeah, I've kind of noticed what does well on my page and what converts well. And I know it's kind of controversial that people say, oh, well, you shouldn't take someone else's viral video. Like, don't copy them.
Right.
I mean, I've said this until I am like blue in the face, take my videos, copy my videos. I do not care. Like, some people get upset and they're like, that was my video word for word. I literally don't care.
Right.
If it worked for me and it works for you, we both made money. I don't really care.
That's the name of the game on social media, period. Totally. No matter what platform, if it works, replicating it, it's going to keep working.
100%.
And so was that your kind of like blueprint to like success?
For a little bit, yeah. Like, I would hear a crazy hook and I'm like, that's hilarious. And then I would take that hook and, then make the rest of the video my own. But that hook alone gets people watching. And so, but now I just I'm focusing on products that are already selling for me. I'm doing a lot of retargeting. Whatever my bestseller is the day before, I try and make more videos of whatever
comment replies
is selling. Yeah, comment replies. And I try and focus on higher commission products now. I know that supplements is kind of an iffy thing. Some people don't want to touch it. The commission on supplements is astronomical.
100%.
Sometimes up to 50% commission.
100%.
Crazy.
Yeah, I agree.
So, I sell one bag of hair growth gummies and it's like, $24.
Right.
Or like the Feminine Balance gummies, the ones that made me
Vital Source.
Yeah, $22,000 in commission on a live and it was. I went live 3 times in 24 hours, and across those 3 lives, it was $22,000 of profit.
That's insane. Why don't you decide to like, hey, I'm just going to stay on here. I'm making this kind of money. I'm just going to do a 24-hour stream.
Oh, I could not talk. My voice was gone. Like,
really?
People couldn't.
You gave your all.
9
every
hours
drop.
of like, and I mean, I guess I totally could have stayed on longer, but yeah, you get to that point where it's like, how long can I stay on here? And I should have. I mean, I had a sale coming in every 5 seconds. Yeah. And each one of those sales was making me $18 a sale.
That's nuts. Yeah. So, like, how often does something like that happen when it comes to live streaming?
Not very often. I know that you guys see these really cool success stories and you're like, I want that to be me. And you go live and you're disappointed when you make $100 in 2 hours.
Right.
And it's really hard for people because they're like, I want to make $22,000. Of course, we all want to. But we all have to start somewhere, and you're just kind of waiting for that one product that gets picked up. In the algorithm, it has incredible commission. Like, it was just a storm of everything just lined up right. You know, really good commission, a lot in stock. It was like 75% off. People were buying 5 bags. That's why I was making so much. It was
they were not just buying one. They were buying 5 at a time.
Yeah, they were buying 5 at least 4 or 5 at a time. Because it was like $22.
5 months worth of Feminine Balance gummies.
It was like $22 for 1 bag, or it was $35 for 5 bags.
That's crazy.
And so people are like, I'm buying 5 bags.
35 is usually for 1 bag.
Yeah, it was usually $40. And so I'm like, you could get 5 bags for
cheaper
$5
than you used to be able to buy one for.
Yeah, and so, I mean, it really is just, the name of the game is just figuring it out.
When you're sitting on there for 9 hours, are you just rinsing and repeating the same script?
100%. Oh,
you're not being entertaining. You're just sitting there like a robot.
A little bit. No, I mean, I joke around. I read the comments and I kind of play off of it. The trolls that come in here, you know, I'm like, well, I mean, I don't care. I will embarrass myself. I will say out-of-pocket things to make some money. Like, people are like, you know, put the fries in the bag, bro. I don't care. I made $22,000. Yeah. And I will talk about how these Feminine Balance gummies are going to make you smell and taste good. The men are going to be obsessed with you. Like, I don't care. Like,
honestly, I feel like that's kind of one of the reasons why I started this whole media company, was kind of out of spite, to show the rest of the people how much you can really make on TikTok Shop, because I feel like it's still kind of a joke. And people don't understand.
No.
That you can make a year's worth salary in 9 hours.
Yeah. When you're scrolling your For You page and you see those TikTok shop videos, oh my gosh, they're on sale right now, double discount, whatever. You see that and you're like, that is so cringe. These people are so stupid. If you had any idea how much they're making, you would be doubling down and you would be putting out those cringy videos because we don't care. Like, you leave those comments and you're like, this is going to make them feel bad. You know, the dead rose emoji or whatever.
Right.
Like, you know, whatever they say in there to make you feel bad, you're like, I don't care. Like, we just don't care.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, to anyone who's watching this podcast, if you think that these numbers are a joke and you're like, they're just lying for their own gain, I can promise you, I mean, 99% of these people talking about these numbers are being 100% honest. You have these dishonest people every once in a while that steal screenshots or whatever, but it is truly a gold mine. So
you're doing live and you do videos.
Mm-hmm.
What is the ratio between the two? What do you do more of? How do you balance the two?
Videos 100%. So the only time I go live is if there's a really crazy deal. I'm not consistent with it, but I do notice that if I'm consistent with it, it is better for me.
Is there any tools that would kind of allow you to know, hey, this is the biggest sale going on right now? Or I feel like somebody needs some type of software.
I haven't really. I mean, I do use Social Army. I'm in their Discord, obviously. Social Army has helped me a ton. Like, I joined Social Army back in June. I made $122,000 that month. Like, it was...
After joining Social Army.
Asinine. And obviously, that's not going to guarantee you that, but I learned so much that I was not implementing before. I was not, using viral videos, viral hooks, and I didn't know how to edit. I didn't know, like, the millennial pause. Like, just the littlest things that make such a big difference in your videos. But they have an app where they have trending products. You can see who the top creators are. You can go to their page, study their page, and be like, okay, this is what they're doing. This is their style of content. Like, this is what's working. These are products they're promoting. They're already successful with it. I'm going to try those out. So, I mean, a lot of people try and just start on their own, and they're like, I'm going to figure it out. There's nothing wrong with spending $40, $50, investing in yourself, and going and getting all that information.
It's so cheap compared to the
100%.
Courses.
I mean, I have paid tenfold what I have spent in Social Army. I mean, I still pay monthly. I'm sure that they would be like, oh, you don't have to pay. I still pay monthly just to show people, like, I am willing to pay for it.
So you still pay for Social Army,
Absolutely.
and you're an instructor as well. You're a coach.
Oh yeah, I'm a coach in there.
So tell us about, like, what do you teach your students?
Okay, so it also depends on the person. Like, if you are brand new to TikTok, you don't know how the platform works, it's a whole different ballgame. But if someone comes in and they're like, I know the ins and outs of TikTok Shop, it's the content. I don't know how to make good content. First off, you want to go to their account and look at some of their videos and be like, okay, this is why it's not converting. Like, immediately right off the bat, your lighting is bad. The audio is really bad. The product you're using is not exciting. You didn't sell me the product. You talked about the product. Why do I want to buy this product? Give me value. Like, okay, it's some cool shoes. I can go to Walmart and go get some cool shoes. Like, what's so fancy about these shoes? Like, are they super comfortable? Are they waterproof? Are you going to go run a mile and your feet are going to feel better than they did before? It's like, sell me this product. Why am I going to buy it? And why am I going to buy it right now?
How much do you feel relatability plays key into?
Huge part. I mean, a lot of people that do TikTok Shop are parents, stay-at-home moms. And so I feel like that's maybe why we've dominated the...
TikTok Shop?
Yeah, the TikTok Shop.
I feel like stay-at-home moms don't realize the amount of opportunity that they have on TikTok Shop.
Oh my gosh. And it's always the stay-at-home moms too that are like, I need the money. Like, I make no money. I'm staying at home with my kids. I want to be able to stay home with my kids. It is, I've said it before, but it's a gold mine right now. Like, it's literally like the gold rush. And people that are not taking advantage of it right now are just missing out on tens, hundreds of thousands.
How do you feel like somebody watching at home right now can start capitalizing on the gold rush? How can they start?
You just start posting. If you don't have 1,000 followers to get into the to the pilot program on TikTok Shop, you start posting right now, and not just crappy content where it's like my dog playing in the backyard with a bone. Like, it has to be something that someone wants to follow you. Like, you have to add value that they want to keep following along. Like, if you're on a weight loss journey, showcase your weight loss journey.
Start like a themed page, like something about something. And
be vulnerable. You want to show yourself behind the camera, because if you get approved, you still don't know how to make good content. You have to put in that work to be comfortable behind the camera and, like, know how to edit, know how to post good content, get people to follow you and trust you. And so whether it's your weight loss journey, your journey going through college, like your experiences, talking about crazy dating or past dating history, like the craziest dates I've ever been on. If you guys want to hear more of the crazy dates I've been on, make sure you follow me. If you want to see more content like this, there has to be that call to action to follow you.
When you first joined Social Army yourself, what do you really feel like was the key to really taking you to the next level? What did you learn in there that really was crazy?
Probably picking products. Like I was promoting products that either they didn't have a lot in stock, no one cares, like sticker books for kids. Like
you just like the product and you
were and I was just like, I just wanted that product. And it like sometimes it will sell well if it goes viral. But coldest water bottle, you know, that was my biggest one that took off, or one of my biggest ones that took off that month. Bryce posted in Social Army, he's like, hey, this is trending right now. They're really pushing it. They're going to run ads, really high commission, tons of different styles. Like, and it's summer. People are, you know, tumblers right now are trending. Like women are buying tumblers like crazy. He said, it's really hot outside. This is what I did. I put my cup outside in the Oklahoma heat. If you guys want to go mimic my video and be like, did you guys see that guy in Oklahoma that did X, Y, and Z?
Right.
I did exactly that, and I think I made $38,000 that month
crazy.
From 2 different videos, and I would have never posted that. And you know, there was multiple different things that I saw from people in the community that are like, hey, this is really popping off right now, and just sending different links.
And speaking of Coldest, one of the brands, were you able to get your videos pushed because of Social Army? Like, do you feel like they connected that bridge for you?
No, so they didn't, but I found out about that product because of Social Army. And again, like I was promoting stuff that probably didn't matter. It's the ones that you get from like TikTok Shop Global that they have like 6 in stock, and they don't really usually go anywhere unless they've sold, you know, tens of thousands of them. But it was a cheap product, and I was like, oh, this crossbody bag, like I'll promote that.
What are your top 3 products that you've sold?
So my biggest seller is the clip-on fan. That video got 31 million views. It was my husband, just a skit. Skits perform extremely well for me because of that relatability. People see it, and it's not a shop video. I'm not trying to sell them. I'm just like, it's just like an authentic interaction with me and my spouse.
How important is it as a wife to include your husband in the content?
Oh, he eats it up. He loves it. And I know some husbands don't. He hated it at first. He did not want to be behind the camera, but it's such a like untapped thing. There's only a few people that really are successful with these skits, but once you get it right, you can't script it. Like none of my skits are scripted. I'm just like, this is the product. Like I'll give him a few different details. And I'm like, let's just talk about it. Like for example, that clip-on fan, he was pretending to mow the lawn. He comes inside, and I add a few different elements to the videos that people are going to talk about. He's wearing a neon shirt that is so clean. I say my blue-collar husband. And they're like, he did not just mow the lawn. There is not a stitch of, you know, dirt or sweat on him. Like, that's crazy. And so different things like that. But he came in from the backyard, and I was like, how was it? He's like, oh, the fan? It's like, yeah. It's like, this is freaking awesome. I want to get one for every guy on my crew. And then he goes into talking about some of the details. He's like, I love that I can charge my phone with this at the same time. I can clip it on right here. And then some more controversial stuff. He's like, if I want to cool down my nuts, I just flip it the other way. You know, like get people upset in the comments a little bit. But, yeah, that one made me about $85,000 for that one video.
One video. Mm-hmm. Number 2 best product. What's your number 2?
Number 2 is probably a women's shaver.
Like, no way.
Yeah, that's the one where.
How do you get comfortable to promote that?
You know, you kind of just have to just.
How do you make yourself vulnerable? Like knowing that you had 600,000 followers.
Yeah, so I knew that at that point I knew that most of my viewers are not going to be followers. Like most of the people that follow me end up not seeing that video. It's like 98% come from the FYP.
Right. So you're not getting embarrassed?
Not really. And you know what? Like, I've had some people comment. Like, I had this one guy from high school who was like, OMG, Sherri, this is so cringe, and like the laughing face. And I just don't care. Like,
from high school?
Oh, yeah. And you know what?
Still?
Oh, that same guy reached out probably 3 months ago and asked me if I can help his wife learn how to do TikTok.
It always happens like that.
It always does. And so, you know, at first I'm kind of embarrassed. I hold up this razor and I'm like, you want a bald cooch? This will get you as bald as Steve Harvey's head in less than 2 minutes. You know, like
are you able to, like, the algorithm doesn't punish that crude talk?
Sometimes I've heard that they do. You try it once you do TikTok Shop, you kind of understand the loopholes. You just don't say the
different
real
words.
Yeah, cooch, like
right.
And you do like a cat emoji, or like you bleep it out,
right.
and people still know what you're talking about. But yeah, if you say the real words, yeah, you're gonna.
So first one's a fan, second one is a shaver. What's the third one?
You know what? The third one is probably, probably the Feminine Balance gummies. Overall, with videos and everything, I probably made maybe another $50,000 with those total.
Wow. What is the key to selling the $50,000 total?
Oh, like in commission.
Oh, but you made half of that in one day in one stream.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, because after I went live that day, the sale ended and they were out of stock.
What do you mean the sale ends today?
What do you mean the sale ends today?
So, do you do the same products over and over when you find they work, or do you just still 100%. Do whatever?
Yeah, I will do 40 video replies if I need to. Yeah, right now what's been selling well for me, so in March I had a pretty good month. It was like a $65,000 month in commission, and so it was really good for me. And that was an old video. It was like 4 or 5 months old. I had gotten maybe 1,000 views on it total before. I think one
It just popped off?
Like randomly popped off, and I didn't even have the product in hand. I walked into an Ulta or a Sephora, and I was like, I'm looking for this Tarte under eye corrector. It is sold out everywhere. I want to try it. I want to see the magic. Everyone keeps talking about it. So I was going to spend more, because on TikTok, I could have got this bundle for $30.
Right.
Here it's $55. This is crazy. I mean, I think I made total between March and April close to $60,000 on that too, and it's still popping for me. I'm still selling 50 to 60 of them a day.
A day still?
A day. And they're running ads
Are
now.
they still running? They're still running ads on it?
Yeah, now they are. At first they weren't. When it popped off, I mean, it went from 1,000 views to I think 7 or 8 million views now.
Wow.
Yeah, like months later.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really random.
That's insane. So I have to ask this question.
Yeah.
Riley, if you're listening, I'm sorry. When is he going to quit his job and just help you full time?
I have been begging. He loves his job. And he loves this. So he grew up in a family that is very traditional. Dad works.
So he's working for fun.
Yeah, Dad works at SRP, and like they always had that guaranteed money coming in,
right.
But they didn't have a lot of money for extra stuff. But he always felt like, I have this security blanket to fall back on. We have incredible insurance. Like I just got some dental work done on some teeth that I needed to work on when I was like a little kid, and it would have been like $5,000, and I think we spent like $600. And his thing is like, we would have spent way more. I'm like, yeah, but if you were doing full-time content, we would have made that back tenfold.
Right, and that's what I tell my wife, because we eventually hired a personal assistant. Because I'm like, your page alone like makes up so much more.
Oh yeah, and his page is popping. Like
he has his own page.
Yeah, I bought him an account back when people used to buy accounts. I bought him one with over 100,000 followers, and he's made a few $1,000s on there.
But he hasn't like went serious on it.
No. So he'll post, maybe like 10 videos a month, like not very often at all. And I posted that by the end of the day on one day. And
how many videos are you posting a day?
5 to 10 right now.
Okay.
On average, usually about 6 or 7.
What do you feel? Do you feel like that's like the sweet spot?
Yeah, I've seen some people, like some months where I post less, I've done better. It really is just how many viral videos you get, but the quality of your content too. Like, again, you have to sell the product. If it goes viral and it's a crappy video, you're not going to sell any anyway.
Let's talk about Social Army right now.
Okay.
We're here in Vegas for the Live Academy.
Yep.
Tell us, what do you get in Social Army? The price is insane. Like, if somebody's new to TikTok Shop and they don't know anything about Social Army, tell us what it is. You've been a huge part of Social Army since, like, I've seen it.
Oh, yeah. No, they're constantly evolving. When I started, it was very different than it is now. Like, we had our, like, step-by-step course and modules and stuff, and we still have those, but I feel like most of the people that are in Social Army right now find value in, so we have what's called AMAs. They're Ask Me Anything.
Okay.
And they are daily live calls with coaches that have a proven track record, millions of dollars of GMV. They know how to make good content. You join these calls and you're live chatting while they're talking to you, and you can ask your questions. Sometimes they'll do account audits. You just put in your handle and they will go and look at your account and be like, okay, here's immediately what I'm noticing. Here's what I would change. And you listen to other people get feedback as well. And yeah, you can ask all these different questions and they go over different trending products. We have our weekly calls every Wednesday night with the whole community, which are a blast. Like it feels like a family.
Yeah.
And then of course they do have the step-by-step course for beginners that if you don't know even where to start, like how to request a sample, how to find trending products, like how to make, like what is a hook? Like if you don't know what a hook is, you need to be in a community. If you are starting from ground zero, invest a little bit in yourself. I spent $200 on samples. You don't have to spend $200, but maybe spend $50 on some samples that you can keep promoting over and over again, that you know that it's going to convert well, maybe some high commission products. But then invest in a community that you know is going to hold you accountable, where you can find all of that information all in one spot and not have to go search and be like, okay, I'm going to go watch this YouTube video. Oh, wait, that YouTube video is 14 months old and now all of that stuff is irrelevant. Like, I'm going to implement these things. It's not working anymore. Or those things that they told me are going to give me a violation and I can have my account shut down.
So many active affiliates that are like consistently learning the new meta.
Constantly. Or they're like, hey, I've really noticed this shift in the algorithm. It's really favoring this product or this type of style of content. Like bottom of funnel is pumping right now. I know people that have some accounts that are making so much money with bottom of funnel. I don't think it's going to be, pumping for a long time. It's not going to last a long time, but a lot of people are like, hey, this style of bottom of funnel content is crushing right now. So just being in the know and keeping up to date with all the changes of TikTok Shop and not having to be worried like, okay, this video went nowhere. Do you know how many times I've heard people say, I posted 10 videos and I got no sales. I got 10,000 views across all these. I got no sales. That is normal. That is so normal and people don't realize it. And then they get defeated and they quit. So to have that motivation to see other people that are starting where you're starting and then seeing 2 months later you're still in the community and this person's like, I just made $1,000 today. And you're like, wow. One of my friends, I'll shout them out, it's Brooke and Cody at Dastrup, and they have been in it. They had accounts banned. They purchased accounts, had those banned. Yep. And, they at the beginning, they're like, I don't know how to make good content. Like, their lighting wasn't the best. I told them, too. I'm like, you want to go with natural lighting? They made like $9,000 last month. They kept grinding. They didn't give up. They've been doing it for 8 months.
Wow.
And, they've
finally hit.
Yeah, they've probably made $20,000, $30,000. And some people are like, yeah, but that's not hundreds of thousands. What can an extra $30,000 a year do for you?
Right.
All for staying at home and reviewing products that at that point, they're not buying products anymore. Their biggest one, they were playing a card game with their friends and got some content of them playing a funny card game, and it made them $9,000. And I'm sure it's still pumping.
Right. That's amazing. I absolutely love that.
Yeah.
Guys, if you want to join Social Army, we linked it in the description down below. You guys can join. I think there's a 7-day free trial, and it's like the cheapest group, and it is the #1 creator group on the internet. You can learn from people like Sherri. But let's go into the speed round, ask you some questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, what do you do on TikTok Shop, and how do you make money from it?
Okay, so when people ask me what I do like that, in real life I usually say I am a content creator, but at the end of the day, it's online sales. You are selling to people. You are an influencer. I hate that word, but you are an influencer. You are influencing people to buy that. And so, honest reviews, there's not one way to do it. There's some people that do, here's a whole haul of everything I have, and you could go, I don't like this, I do like this. But at the end of the day, you are selling a product to someone, and you are trying to convince them to buy it.
Love that.
And what was the second part of that question?
And how do you make money from it?
I make money when people purchase that product through my link. So on each TikTok Shop video, say I'm selling this water bottle and I want you to buy it. I'm like, you can get a 12-pack of this water bottle. It's the crispest water on the market. If you want to check it out, it's like 50% off right now. If you want to grab it, I'm going to have it linked below. Someone goes and buys that. Say this is a $10 pack of water, crazy expensive water. Crazy. But 20% commission. Each person that buys that pack of water, I'm getting $2 in commission. That may not seem like a lot, but you get 1,000 of those. You just made $2,000 from one video. And it happens all the time. I know it sounds crazy, but you have some of these products that pay you $10 and it adds up. And I've posted thousands and thousands of videos. And so you think about them compounding, they're still making money. I sell probably 30 to 40 different products every single day.
That's amazing. I think the biggest...
Like different ones.
Right. I think the biggest misconception for me was like, I thought I was going to start TikTok Shop and my videos were just going to hit my audience. And I'm like, nobody's going to buy this. It goes to the people that are interested in that product.
Yep. You have to have, I mean, whether in your hashtags or in what you say in your video or in your description.
The metadata, you feel like, is a huge part?
100%. Especially over holidays like Christmas stuff. Hashtag gifts for kids or kids toys. Like,
so outside of that product, use other hashtags like...
Yeah, so like say if I'm promoting a kids ride-on toy, I'm going to do hashtag gifts for kids, kids ride-on toy. So then over Christmas, people are like, hey, what's that wiggle car? Gift or kids ride-on car. And then my video is going to still pop up even though I posted it a year ago.
Wow.
So
that's amazing. I love it. The power of TikTok Shop is insane.
It is.
How much are you making? The question is pretty broad.
Okay.
Per day, per week, per month. As a TikTok affiliate, feel free to share. Like on average, like what does your income look like nowadays?
So on average, right now, I'm probably averaging between $40,000 and $50,000 a month.
That's insane.
Yeah. So every day, I haven't hit less than $1,000 in probably 3 months now.
$1,000 a day.
Last year I went 6 months without hitting less than $1,000 a day, and then beginning of the year was a little bit slower.
Sure.
And then March I did like 55, 60, and then the month after that I did like 25, and then last month I did 54. This month I'm at about 27,000 for the month.
That is such a blessing. That's amazing.
And I literally, if I didn't make another dime for the rest of my, like while my kids are at home for the next 15 years, I would have never made this money in 20 years as a stay-at-home mom. Never. Yeah. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
that's
it's
amazing.
Crazy.
That's amazing. What is your number one tip for somebody who wants to start TikTok Shop?
Don't wait. Get out of your head. Invest in yourself, whether that is buying the products and, going and watching YouTube videos if you really don't want to go spend the money and join a course and a community. Invest in yourself, whether that is time or money. Put in the time and learn how to do it because it is out there. It is such a huge opportunity. You can do it. So many times people are like, I can't do that. That's so embarrassing. Do you know how many times I've heard people say that and now they've made tens of thousands of dollars and they gain that confidence? My sister-in-law is such a quiet and like reserved person. Oh my gosh, she's putting on like sports bras now and talking about feminine balance gummies.
Changed her life.
Oh my gosh, yeah, she's made thousands of dollars. And my brother is a pilot right now, and they have a lot of debt because pilot school is expensive. And she's like, it's been so nice just having that extra income every month while I get to stay home with my babies.
I love that. That's
just
amazing.
Get out of your own head. Just post the content. Invest in yourself.
What is the biggest mistake when you started out making TikTok Shop videos?
Oh, violations. Oh my gosh, most people have no idea. Saying dupe on a TikTok Shop video, immediate violation. Comparing to other brands and saying those brand names like Apple, Nike, Lululemon, you cannot say those. That's going to get picked up in the algorithm. The AI is going to pick it up. That company is going to flag it, and you're going to get points on your account, and you could have your whole account shut down. I mean, we've seen it thousands and thousands and thousands of times. These people have so much money into this account. You get those violations, your account is done for. So,
if your account is banned tomorrow, what are you doing on the new account to get it up and running?
Doing exactly what I'm doing right now, pumping out a crap ton of content. Everything that was selling for me before, I'm going to start posting on that new account, and I'm just going to keep going. Even if I don't have 1,000 followers, if I don't have 1,000 followers, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live. I'm going to talk about my weight loss. I'm going to talk about mommy makeovers. I'm going to talk about things that people are interested in.
Build a community.
Yeah, build a community. And as soon as I hit 1,000 followers, I'm going live, and I'm going to talk to people about TikTok Shop and how I was successful on it, or mommy makeovers. Like, people love, like, whatever it is in your life that you are passionate about, talk about your passions. And going live, huge. If you have the opportunity to go live, it's embarrassing, Kate. It's going to help build that confidence.
I've never heard that. You can get a lot of followers fast.
Oh, yeah. People, when you're talking to them, I mean, think about when you're watching someone live and they're like, I mean, they're building that community live. And you just say, hey, if you guys want to follow me, like, hey, like, there's that little button right there. There are a lot more clients. It's like on YouTube when you're watching YouTube video and you're like, hey, if you're not already subscribed.
Right.
And they get so many people that way. And on a video, they don't make it far enough in the video. But other people, when they're talking to you live, they kind of build a rapport with you, and they don't want to scroll away because they're talking to you.
That's insane. I love that. Yeah. That's amazing. What do you wish that you knew before you posted that very first affiliate video?
That's a good question. to ignore the hate, because it's going to come. People are that's one of the biggest hangups with people is they're embarrassed. I get it. Like, social media is really, really mean. Ignore the haters.
Wait, you get hate, Sherri?
Oh my gosh. Constantly. On Mother's Day, I was promoting a walking pad, like a little walking treadmill, a fold-up one. It was on Mother's Day. I was 5 weeks postpartum. I still had a bunch of baby weight. Probably 8 comments from people that were like, girl, or you have at least 100 pounds to lose, get off the walking treadmill and go for a run outside. And just stuff like that. Oh, constantly.
How do you block it out?
It's a lot easier now. At the beginning, it was really hard. Easier said than done, of course, because people like to go for the little things that really, really hurt. And then, you just kind of stew on it. But at the end of the day now, like, those people commenting, do you know what I would do? If you get a comment and someone's like beating up how you look, like your appearance or your body or something, you do a video reply and you are going to call them out, and then you're going to talk about the product, because you have no idea how many people are going to rally behind you, and they're going to be like, I feel bad for this person, and now I'm going to buy this product because that other person sucks. They're going to go back to that video. They're going to start arguing with this person. They're going to start arguing, talking shit about this person in the comment section on the new video. Do you know how many times I've seen women promoting products and they're plus size? Like, Allie does this all the time. Someone says something about her appearance and she'll do a video reply, and that video goes viral because people are so heated in the comments that are like, I am so mad at that person. And it just drives more engagement. So the hate, play off of it.
Sherri's secret sauce right there. There we go. If you want to join Social Army and get more of that secret sauce, it's linked down below.
There's so much secret sauce.
Okay. How did you get your first sale on TikTok Shop?
So my very first video, the one that got 11 million views, it was a kid's magnetic puzzle. Like, it was these little ice cream cones with these magnetic balls, and then you have this like magnetic pen. Okay. And they just put it into the little slots. Like, if it's an orange one, you put it into the orange. Pink, you put it into the pink. Anyway, it was just like facing down. I didn't even show my daughter's face, just her playing with the puzzle. And I said, this replaced screen time. Controversial. Didn't know it at the time, but I was just like, in my mind, I'm like, this is replacing screen time. Right. Like, most parents want to replace screen time. Very controversial. Made a lot of people mad, and it made a lot of people happy, and they were arguing about it in the comment section. So the controversy is what got me those sales.
When you say controversy, what makes the difference between a video that is controversial, that is just like an entertainment video that gets 10 million views, and making an actual controversial video that converts?
So that's a good question, because I've seen some people that do controversial videos and people are just angry and they don't want to. Yeah. Yeah. And I've done that too. I've made the mistake of like, oh, this is controversial, and it made it to the wrong side, and no one's going to buy it because everyone's pissed. So just enough controversy that it's going to get people talking. It's the little things. Like, say you're talking about a cooling blanket, and you're going to say, it feels like an ice pack. You go to open your freezer and to go get your ice pack out, and there's a drill in your freezer. It's not going to make people so mad that they're not going to buy your product, but it's going to get people to be like, why is there a drill in the freezer? Yeah, like a little bit of controversy, a little bit of like what is going on. But you don't want to have your husband yelling at you in the background to sell some shirts, you know?
Right.
Yeah. So,
I love that. Okay.
But like, for example, that one where I had the concealer, the under eye concealer, I had a black eye. People were asking how I got the black eye. I never answered because people kept commenting. The second I say, oh, my kid threw a plastic Build-A-Bear phone down the stairs and it hit me in the face. Less comments. I want people to talk about it and argue and be like, does someone know her husband's Facebook account? We need to find her husband's Facebook account. Oh my
goodness. That's insane.
Yeah, so he got a lot of it, but just a little bit of controversy. Let him play off of it a little bit without hurting anyone's feelings and like being mean.
Right. Right. What is one myth about TikTok Shop that you totally disagree on?
Oh man. Let's think of something that's not going to be super, super mean. This one again is super controversial, but I will say it till I'm blue in the face. People get really, really mad when you copy their videos word for word. And I know I'm valid. I understand, like, you have a lot of pride in your videos. But if someone steals your hook, someone's promoting the same product that you're promoting, let them do it. You're already successful. It's already done well for you. You're all making money. Like, For me, it's more of a flattery thing. Like, if I see a video and I'm like, wow, that sounds a lot like my video, I'll comment on it and be like, I love this product. This product's freaking awesome. So I'm not going to tell people that they're wrong and they should let people steal their stuff, whatever. For me, that's something I've never truly understood is like, I won't get mad about that.
Right.
Like, you want to copy my hooks? It worked for me. Cool. I'm probably going to go take yours too.
Right.
Sorry.
Have you ever been in like a TikTok shop beef before?
Oh yeah. There's some stuff. Oh yeah. When people think about we're lying, mostly about lying about commission. They're like, she's lying. I looked at her last 30 days of GMV, and I'm like, that was my worst month ever. Like, go back and look at June, July. Like, those screenshots that I'm showing from June and July, like, dead serious. Like, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to show you my bank account? You want me to get on the phone with my financial advisor and my...
It's a lot of jealousy.
Oh, it's a lot. And so you kind of... I mean, most of the... This is the first time I've really shared with people now, like, how I'm still doing. People think that I'm not doing well anymore because I don't share my earnings anymore.
Right. Very humble.
Yeah. Well, I tried to tone it back because some people are saying that it's not encouraging anymore. Like, it's not motivational. Now it just, like...
To those people... But there is tons of new people coming every day that have never heard about you.
And that's what I keep having to go back on. The amount, I'm not kidding when I say I've probably had 40 or 50 messages, like, or more, from people that are like, I joined Social Army because of you. I started like actually implementing what you said, and now I have made life-changing money. I mean, so many people. Do you know who Rad Dad is?
I've heard, yeah.
Yeah, so he has a few accounts now. I remember distinctly he had joined Social Army, and his videos were pretty good, but he didn't really know like the call to action or the trigger words and stuff. And so he started implementing certain things, and his videos went from 300 views to millions of views. He had multiple, I think he had at one point like 12 viral videos that month.
Wow.
It was crazy. And now he's made hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that was one of those people that at the beginning, he would have given up. And he's like, oh, I see Sheridan's numbers. Like, she's doing so well. Sorry, I just gave away my real name, guys.
I was going to say Sheridan.
Yeah, my real name
is
Sheridan.
Like the hotel?
Yeah, like the hotel. I go by Sherri just because it's easier to say.
And your last name's not really Pie?
No.
Oh, and the podcast.
You thought my name was
and the
Pie?
podcast.
You thought my last name
I thought you were Mrs. Pie.
No.
I'm just kidding.
Like Sherri Pie, Cherry Pie. Tim.
I'm totally joking.
That's hilarious.
That's a clip. Okay, all right. Last thing. What is the most expensive thing that you've bought with your TikTok shop commissions?
A house.
Wow, that's insane. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we made so much that I was able to keep our first house. It's a rental now because we got such a good interest rate when we first bought it that I'm like, I don't want to sell this house.
Right.
And without TikTok, I would have had to sell that and get the money we made out of it to put down on the next one. But we hated the school district. I wanted to live somewhere else. And so we bought like one of my dream homes. It was almost $1 million. And
all from TikTok shop.
Yeah, put down $300,000 and bought my husband a Raptor in cash, paid off my minivan, like all these different things.
That is amazing.
The Raptor was a stupid purchase. It's so pretty. It's so fun to drive. So stupid. Don't go buy a Raptor. Don't go buy a Corvette. Save your money. If you guys are making that kind of money, save it, please. What
does the future look like for Mrs. Sheridan Pie? What are you going to do next?
I'm going to keep grinding. I am going to double down. I am going to, I feel like the supplements I hadn't touched in so long. Some of my biggest sellers are supplements now. And it's such, not an untapped market, but a lot of people are scared of it. And it just pays so much. Skincare, makeup. So I'm going to try and branch out and focus on things that maybe I haven't really touched before and see how, go out of my comfort zone.
Right.
Like supplements, I was uncomfortable in it. So get out of my comfort zone and kind of try it out for a little bit.
Do you ever see yourself starting your own product one day?
So yes, but I don't know what it would be. The products that I was selling on Amazon before were kid related. And that's kind of a slippery slope because there's so many different things with kids that like you have to go through so much testing because it's for children.
Right.
So I've thought about it. I just don't know what it would be. I know a lot of people are really successful with it. I would have to hire a lot of people.
It would have to be a 6-pack of little mini pies.
Oh, seriously.
Sherri's pies.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Some healthier, some healthier versions.
pH balance.
Oh my God. pH balanced pie.
Guys, well, thank you so much for listening. This was the Sherri Pie interview. Do you have anything you want to leave them with?
start, guys. Just do it. If you're watching this right now and you've been on the fence and you just think you can't do it, you can do it.
Amazing. Guys, make sure you subscribe. Sherri's going to be linked down below. And as well, if you want to join the Social Armor community, she's in there every week. We'll see you guys on the other side. Thanks for watching.
See you guys.
See you.